Hi, I'm Bill Johnston with Kansas Corn. Did you realize that every drop of water that's on Earth has been here since the beginning of Earth? Yeah, it may change forms, from rain to snow and ice, and it can change locations, like rain that falls in a field may run off to a stream and into a river, but it's still here on Earth or in its atmosphere. Yeah, see, the water that's here, it's not like it came from outer space. It's not like there's any place here on Earth that is a factory that's producing water. It's already here, and it's been here for a long time. You see, it's called the water cycle. And while there's 4 steps to the water cycle, let's start with precipitation. Precipitation is water falling from the clouds to the earth. That water could be rain, it could be snow or sleet, but it's going to fall to the earth. A lot of it's going to land on bodies of water. That lands on the land, it's going to begin to soak in. We call it infiltration and percolation. Some of that's going to be soaked in and going to be absorbed by plants, or it might run off of that land into a stream. All of that water that lands here on the earth, whether it's on a body of water or on the land, will immediately, some of it will start to evaporate, which is changing from a liquid to a gas. See, in evaporation, when that water heats up, starts turning into tiny little particles that are so small they begin to float up into the sky. That brings us to the next stage, which is condensation. See, as those tiny particles float, the higher they get, the cooler they get. And as they cool off, they begin to connect to other particles. And as more and more of those connect, they form clouds. And they begin to connect more and more and more. Eventually, those drops get big enough and heavy enough that they won't stay in the clouds anymore, and it starts raining, which is precipitation, and the whole cycle starts again. While I've explained the 4 steps to the water cycle, understand that there are a lot more details that I didn't share with you today. I want you to think about this. So remember a little earlier when I mentioned that plants absorb that water? Let me ask you this. When a plant absorbs the water, does that change the water cycle? And how? Think about it.